I would like to talk about, sure. So about teaching, I've seen this as, alright, so what we're going to learn is called basic defense. And you go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 5, look to the eyes, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 1 is like this, and then you put your hands here and you grab, and then you circle. Okay? Okay, that's 1. Okay, so now I'm going to practice. It's funny, but this is how a lot of people teach. I saw someone once teach an entire form, beginning to end. I think it was Hapkido, it was a weapon form. I can't remember what weapon form was. The entire thing, beginning to end. Then it's this, then it's this, then it's this. And it was teaching to the right level person. They needed that form. Then he's like, okay, I gotta go. And I went to that person and I said, how much of that form do you know? He's like, they spent 15 minutes doing it. And then it's this, then it's this, then it's this, then it's this. You know, you gotta teach in a way that people can get. So when you're teaching basic defense, you explain, this is the first basic attack. I'm gonna step in, my right hand, my right foot move together. I'm actually gonna touch your head. Alright? So I'm gonna do this too. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm not gonna hit you. Right? Like this. I'm explaining to him what's happening. So when I do this, he doesn't freak out. Alright, and then I say, now you want to do the same thing with me. So you step in with your right foot and you touch. And invariably they'll do something like this or like this. Right? So or no, actually this is the most common. Right? They'll do that. So step back, so come in, touch my head, and you're doing that. Right? Yes. So that's where we need to be. So let's teach. Okay, so when I do this, okay, so do that to me, I want you to keep your hands up, and just step. This is the line of attack. So I want you just to step off the line of attack. So if I'm going to attack you, I want you to keep your hands up, and just step off the line of attack. Alright? So this is how you teach. And I guarantee most of you, the last time you taught basic defense, did not teach it this way. Right? You said, you go like this, and then you go like this, and you grab the elbow, and you grab the wrist, and you twist, and you pivot. And you push the elbow down. That's what I've seen. So this is how you teach. So you do this. I'm going to do this 5 times. Hold on. Alright, so now keep your hands up. 2. Good. 3. Alright, so now he's used to this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, so you tap me, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have hands up. 1, 2. That's all we're doing. Alright? 1, right, 2, right, 3. I don't have to do it 10 times. I've done it 3 times. We know what's going on. Alright, so now we're going to take it one step further. 1, not even, I'm speeding this up a little bit. Here, 1, 2, our left foot stays. Actually, I'll take it back. I'm skipping 1 step. So, with me, we're going to shadow. Alright? So I step like this. See what I do? My left foot stays, my right foot circles. Alright, let's go back and do it again. So 1, step to my left, hands up please. Right foot circles. Okay, good. Now, do it again. 1 step, 2 circle. So now I'm doing it, he's doing it by himself when I'm watching. If I'm always doing it with him, he may be just following me along the whole time, and then when I do it. So now, do that again, and I'm going to attack you slowly. So 1 step, 2 circle. Alright? And actually tell me to do some hands. Some people naturally do that, right? So then we do that a few times. Sometimes just with the footwork, right? Step and circle, right? Good. Now the last thing we're going to do, you do the same thing. Step. So before you circle, grab the arm. Circle. Right? And I don't get into too much detail, like grab the wrist here and elbow press and circle. Make sure that your center of gravity is over this arm. If it's too long here, then just extend this arm out and then get over the here and then bend your knees a little bit. Right? Too long. Right? So later on, step. Hands. And you pivot. Stay in your left foot. Left foot stays where it is. Pivot up and you roots. 2. Alright, we're try that. 1 step. Grab. Left foot stays and pivot. And straighten your arms. Yes. Okay? So this is the sequence, this is the way you need to teach basic defense 1. So now I've done that. In the same amount of time, I could have done 1 is like this, and then 2 is the same thing, you're used to do this. And you're just going to stay here and you're going to pivot, and it's almost exactly the same. Good. And then 3 is like this. Do the same thing, keep this here, do the same pivot, I'll pivot this way. Good. And I've gotten through maybe 5 in the same amount of time I taught 1, but he doesn't know any of them. Right? So, and a lot of people are smiling, but I have seen a lot of people teach it like this. Right? And you watch when you're in class, and there's 2 people working together, and one of the instructor says, well, can you help them with basic defense? Watch what's going on. That's probably what's going on. You know? And it's not out of any fault of the person teaching, it's just like, this is what I know, and I'm just going to show you. And I forget, people don't even know what a pivot is. People don't even know what a pivot is. So he gives them these little pieces one at a time. Right? Then once people have done one, we're going to do number one 5 times. Right? Now I'm going to do left 5 times. You know, maybe do both sides. And then you can start giving pointers. Right? And for every pointer you give, you should be saying 1 or 2 things you're doing right. It's really important to keep that ratio. You will find yourself like, I want to say these 5 things. But just give one thing. Because if I give you too many things, when I learned how to golf, my dad was just always like, bend your knees, turn your head. No, your knees are too bent. Okay, no hips forward. And it was just like, and I never liked it because of that. So, you know, it's just a few things. So I'm going to attack you here. Good. Pivot. Okay. So now what I want you to get is this hand more in your center here, and bend your knees a little bit. Good. So your pivoting is really good. I just want you to bend a little bit more. Okay, good. So you're just giving one thing at a time for them to think about, right? And you do it a few times. Then the next time, it's like, all right, now we're going to speed it up a little bit, right? And you just, no matter what we're I mean, right now I'm giving basic defense as an example, but no matter what it is you're teaching, you have to kind of take that steady flow. All right, when you have a senior black belt teaching another senior black belt something, things are very different. Like, you know, we've been trained together, most of us, for a minimum of 10 years. We know each other really well. We know what we're going to pick up really well. We know what, you know, we have frames of references that most people don't have. Just like, oh, this is like level number 3, except for you shift your weight to the left instead. I'm like, oh, okay, yes, I understand that. So it's a very different energy when you're teaching people who are very senior, or when we're working together. So just keep that in mind, that when people are learning something for the first time, they're learning for the first time. And there's some things in here that I won't really get into about basic defense. Not just about how to teach it and how to break it down, but things that some points to keep in mind, things to watch for. Some of you may really understand this fundamentally, but you kind of have to look for it to know what you're looking for. And if you go through this list, you might say, oh yeah, I never really thought of that. And then when you think about it, like every single set of techniques and every single form has a list of things like, oh, you should think about this when teaching. And so there's really a lot of science behind how to teach every single form, every single set of techniques. What are the important things to look for? And, you know, for basic defense, I mean, some of these are obvious. It's like, you know, just start with empty hands, not with weapons. Don't do take out the finishes. But something to really think about is people do this, right? And if you fundamentally like, I'm going to make sure I watch it back, and then you just know something's wrong, just like keep your back straight, and you look for these little points that'll help the way you teach. So there are a few things in there to look for, to keep the back straight, to not get into this habit on their first day of catching the arm, like you're Superman, you can just right, like you know, keep your thumbs in, to use your hands. This is too many things to get to right off the bat, that list of little points to think about. But as you're working with higher and higher belts, you realize that there's a lot of details in the material that as an instructor you need to have an eye for.
I got one thing. Brad did it. I mean, I bet he doesn't know did it. He was teaching Stephen. He said, good. He said, good. Keep your hands up. And you say, drop your hands. Everything was positive. I had a white belt say last week, wow, that's the first time somebody said something positive to me. So when you teach, it's got to be from a positive side. It can't be, you're doing that wrong, you're doing that wrong. He did it every time. Good, good.
It's the easiest thing in the world. As a red belt, high level, high ranking student, to see what someone's doing wrong. So easy, right? You can see for every 10 things wrong that you see, you just one thing right. So, and it's not because it's not there, it's because you don't see it. Because you don't really think about, oh yes, the knuckle position is correct, and I'm going to make a mental note of that. It's just that you just don't notice it because it's right. And you're not, you know, as an instructor, you have to kind of pull yourself away from that. Like, I'm not here to find what's wrong, I'm here to, you know, guide.